All right. If you've ever wanted to watch film with actual NFL players, NFL offensive linemen, we present to you the O-Line Committee, a film review session here where we've got Jeremiah Sirles, Alex Boone, 16 years of combined service time in the National Football League trenches. And then there's me who quit football in 8th grade. So I'm gonna bring to you guys, I don't know, it's got to be like 8 or 9 plays from the best game of Zach Wilson's young career to this point. A near victory against the Kansas City Chiefs, a moral victory, if you will, against the Kansas City Chiefs.
First of all, Zach Wilson, I think Nathaniel Hackett finally is starting to figure out what he's comfortable with. Right? We talked about it. This offense was built for Aaron Rodgers. When you build an offense for Aaron Rodgers and you build an offense for Zach Wilson, two completely different offenses. Like not even apples and oranges, right? It's like potatoes and bananas, like totally different things. And so you can't just fix that overnight. That takes weeks and time to figure out how do we do this, reps for him with the first group, right? And I think this was the first game where we really saw Hackett dialing up things that him and Zach Wilson were truly on the same page with. And I know Collinsworth beat it like a dead horse during the broadcast, but he was getting the ball out on time. Like he wasn't sitting back there. He knew where his first read was, and he was getting to his first read. And if it wasn't there, he was very quick to his second. And I think that was really the big success he had. I'd still love this team to see get Breece Hall more involved. Breece Hall is, I mean, they're saying, oh, he's on a pitch count. It's week 5. He's fine. He's back. Right?
You're
like
back.
it's time to start giving this dude 18 to 25 carries a game.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
And their defense, dude, their defense will always be one of the things that they can lean back on. Like their defense continuing to play well, get the ball back for the offense. Like that's one of the things that when you're looking at this, you're just like, hey, if they can start to figure out, and I think Jay said this probably like 3 weeks ago, it's going to take them a couple of weeks to get figured out. But once they do, as long as they can hit on all cylinders, they should be fine, right? Like you just start leaning more on Breece Hall. You need your offensive line to show up in big, big ways, but you need your defense to continue with the turnovers, continue shutting things down.
And I think what you got to go now though, right? Like they need to beat the Broncos because that division is already slipping away with the Dolphins and the Bills and the way that they look. And so, okay, now you're fighting for a wild card spot, or you're trying to see if you can be in position when Aaron Rodgers comes back in a week and a half from his Achilles injury, right? Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. Could be 2 weeks.
All right, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Sirles. 21 days. He'll be back in 21 days.
Yeah.
Split the difference. 9 months, 21 days, same thing.
Somewhere in there. So the question here is, as we go through this, is are you seeing enough from Zach Wilson to believe that they can get back into this thing, get back to 500, compete as a wild card team, and maybe hand the ball off at some point back to Aaron Rodgers toward the end of the year if all of his
Aaron Rodgers is not
training
coming
methods-
back. Stop saying it. I don't want to hear it anymore, Mackey.
Why not?
Tore his Achilles.
Dude, he said it. He said,
He
let's
didn't
see where we're at
stub
in a
his
couple
toe.
months.
He didn't stub his toe. He tore
Hey.
his Achilles.
Calm down.
No. I'm
Being
tired
so
of hearing you guys talk
negative.
about fairy
Being
tale
so-
land.
No. This
Little
is
fairy
this is it.
tale world.
Hey, I
Oh,
wanna
I
see
lost my arm.
listen.
We'll just regrow it. What's the matter with you
I
guys?
think that has happened before. They are experimenting
Hey,
with that. Okay.
Hey, I'm just going to say this. If he wins this week, I'll feel a lot better about this team. But if they don't win this week, you're going to hear the same old, I'm sick of hearing about Zach Wilson nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to put that to bed for now, but if they get beat, then you're going to be back.
I'm going to
on,
give
'cause
them a fair
it's
shake.
a-
I told you. He has the best opportunity right now. You just got called trash on Sunday night. This head coach just talked a whole bunch of mess about your OC. If you've never been so fired up to go play a game, it's right now. And if you can't win that game, then no, you don't have any faith in my book. I'm sorry.
I'm also a big what have you done for me lately guy, right? Like the league is a week-to-week league. Every week, guys are different, right? Week 1, Josh Allen's washed. He's done. He's distracted. He's dating movie stars, da-da-da. Week 5, dude's nails, right? Like the league is constantly changing, and so I'm always down to give the guy a benefit of the doubt. If he has a strong comeback game, always look at the next game like, okay, is he consistent? Was it a fluke? What it is? So right now, yeah, I'm excited to see Zach Wilson play because I want to see if he can string a couple good weeks together.
So I just grabbed a bunch of play. I went through the whole game here, and the Chiefs took a 17-0 lead in this game, and then I believe the safety happened.
Yep.
On like the second quarter, kind of early second quarter, late first quarter. I don't have the game log in front of me. Once that safety happened, it was almost like a light switch flipped on for the Jets and the offense. Okay, now we're going to move the ball, going to go down. They wind up tying the game at 20 in the second half. So everything I'm grabbing here is after the Chiefs have already taken a big lead and the Jets are trying to claw back in this one. And we'll just see what you guys think. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
oh,
Did you guys know Taylor Swift went to the game?
Oh, Taylor Swift was at this game.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay on brand with the Sunday Night Football podcast or broadcast here.
Yeah,
So,
there's Taylor. Yeah,
there's
she was
Taylor.
just kind of
to the
going
game.
through the
Back to the
live.
game.
Back to the
All right, here we
game.
go.
Back to the game. Back to the game.
Here we go.
Ooh, a little double play action there.
Hey, go back real quick. Tell me who that kind of looked like a little bit in that fake, right? Just a little
I would say it looks a little bit
Easy.
like Blake Lively. Actually. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Easy Collinsworth. Easy.
I'm just saying.
Now here's a
dude.
guy.
Oh,
But I
did
will
Collinsworth
say, like,
that.
Collinsworth compared Zach Wilson to Aaron Rodgers every single good throw he had. Well, tell me, did that not look a little Aaron Rodgers-y to you there?
The play action technique does look a little Aaron Rodgers-y.
It
does. But again, play action here. They're playing big personnel, right? Because they got 21 personnel in the game. So you got three linebackers in the game. They all suck up there. And Garrett Wilson, I mean, I was really excited what he was going to be able to do with Rodgers because I think he's one of the biggest up and coming receivers in the NFL right now. And he gave Zach Wilson a chance. Great separation, great route, and Zach Wilson again, first read. I think this was a 2-man route too, by the way. Like if you go back and look at the beginning.
Oh, there's Taylor.
Hold
again.
on,
Sorry.
Taylor Swift's huge play.
Yeah.
Sorry, like this is really a 2-man route. 83's into block, 48's into block, 20's into block, right? Like so, there's really two guys on that route. It's 17 and then Alan Lazard out on the outside. And so this
protection.
is max
It's a max
protection.
protection.
Give him a chance. He slides the pocket a little bit and delivers an absolute strike.
And you can get away with the 2-man route when there's like 10 receivers in the NFL that you feel like, you know what, even if it's 2 receivers with 14 guys in coverage, Garrett Wilson's above that line, right?
Yes.
Where he'll find
Yes.
a way to get open.
Yes, and
Diggs,
you know he's going to
Jefferson, like
big
Oh.
play. Cut to Aaron and Kelsey's mom. Oh, look at that. The new mother-in-law.
isn't that great? The new heights. What needs to happen for Jeremiah to be up here or Booney with some
Never gonna
celebrities
happen.
with an O-line committee hat on to promote the YouTube channel?
I want
and
to
the
see
podcast?
Dana Boone up there.
Oh, never gonna see that either.
Just get Dana Boone up in the booth with that O-line committee hat on.
Mama's got a lot of work to do. She ain't interested in watching football anymore. But hey,
13.
one of the things that I want to say is before we talk about this play, is if you go back, you can't continue
To the other play or to this play?
Yeah, the play before. You
Taylor
can't
Swift.
continuously win games when you're running max protection. This looks great and it's but look how many guys are right there on the offense. They're all in there to protect him. And at the same time, Jay said it's like a 2-man route. You can't win week in and week out running 2-man routes. Eventually, you're going to have to throw 5 wide and be like, yep, we're smart enough, we're disciplined enough. Oh, Taylor Swift. To talk about what's going on out there. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, but you have a better chance with Garrett Wilson as one of the two. But yeah, you at some point. This looks Rodgers-like on this play action.
This is
okay?
very Rodgers-esque.
Very.
Like the ducking in, he faked the handoff with the ball. A lot of times you see guys like when he tucks in there like that. That's very good by him.
That's a dime too,
That's
man.
a dime to
Dime.
Uzama. Absolute. That's Uzama,
CJ
right?
Uzama, yeah, from Cincinnati. Loved him in
Yep.
Cincinnati.
I mean, this is a big time play here. Again, max protection though, right? You got a lot of dudes in here protecting.
Let's see what happens.
Boom, 83 comes across.
Is it-
McGovern gets
that's the
tossed.
center, yeah.
McGovern
Good
gets
little
tossed. That should have been
Hey,
a hold.
He is very calm as he sees this coming at him. I will say that, which is a huge positive. Like
I would like to
guys
see almost a little more emotion out of him at times. Like I think
he's been
sometimes
hanging with
he's just
Aaron,
kind of
dude.
like
Leave him alone. He's been hanging with Aaron a little bit. There
He
is no
micro- he
emotion.
microdosed
See, look, right
before the
there.
game.
Most quarterbacks would start to run like hell. He's just chilling. I'm gonna flick it over here, do my thing.
Maybe he did microdose a little.
Took a little
bit before the game.
microdosing.
Probably did.
All right, here's the so now we're moving
Like
again.
this.
We got
We
the
got-
offense going here a little bit. All right,
Actually, we got to spread them out. See what they're
and,
doing.
and now we've got more receiving options.
We're in even front.
oh hey,
Ooh.
right guard,
Ooh.
rookie, Joe Tippmann. Got to pass off the stunt.
Throw it.
Oh yeah.
So this is a
dropped it.
drop, but the mobility to get out of this. I mean, this is a sack for a lot of quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, they're sliding left, which I'm sure they slide right.
Right.
And so here's something to look at.
back.
So this is a really good blitz design here, right? So they know that the center and the right side is sliding to number 23 here, and so the right guard Yeah, it's a Rocco, right? So the right guard is thinking, I have the center's help, right? So I don't need if this TE passes off here, I have the center's help. But what this right guard misses is at the snap of the ball, this linebacker goes back to the left side A gap.
It's 23.
Right? Yep.
It
So
pulls the center away.
which pulls the center away, right? So the guard's thinking, oh, I have center help with me, but he's not looking at 23. When 23 fires and goes to the other A gap,
Oh,
See
so
that right
they,
there?
Right?
so they
See,
twist it here.
But
and then-
also, 75 is going out to 21. So it's almost like they ran this perfectly. You declare 23, we're going to run 21 off the edge, and we're going to run a stunt in the middle of it. This could be genius because you're right. The tackle sees twist, but what does he think? Oh, the center's there. Don't worry,
This is
I'm going to go
genius.
out here to him. That's what I'm
How
saying.
is that
This-
not a sack, too? That's
they literally cut both D linemen loose. Like they send both sides.
I
They
see
send
why this
four to a
won.
side.
But if you have an advanced group, like if you had a really good right tackle, he would know to stop and he would have to switch off that twist. Why? Because the center's eaten, and so we're going to take the pressure from the outside. But
Yeah.
it is a great job of rolling out. He should have caught that.
a
Go
first
back-
down throw. That's a
go
first down
back.
throw.
Let me see what the running back does because the running back misses this too. So watch 32. 32.
He hit someone on this play, though, didn't
That's
he?
what I'm trying to see.
He thinks he
Okay,
has
so
23.
32 misses this. 32 by letter of the law should be on number 21 on the right side. Mm-hmm. Right, so it's four to a side, right? It's four
Got
strong here, 4 weak actually. So they send 23, 95, 55, and then the guy coming off the edge. So the center, the right guard, and the right tackle should handle 23, 95, and 55. Center on 23, and then these two dudes have to pass off this stunt. The first read for number 32 is actually across the ball because there's no threat out here to his left.
21. It's
So
21.
21's the running back's first read over here on the right.
And he would do that. He would stay on the left side and just, like, he wouldn't move over to the right
No, what he
side
should
of
do-
Zach Wilson,
no.
right?
You stay here because you're cross-keying your breaking tendencies, but the problem is right here, he should never go for the declaration. That's our
Correct.
guy. He should look more right. See that guy coming right off the outside of the screen? That's where he should go. And as he's getting out there, watch. As he's getting out there, he would see that the right tackle is continuing his kick and probably come back in, right? Like you see we're making a mistake, you need to make it right. And it's not so much a mistake as it's just a great blitz because I see why Vera Tucker goes out there. It's hard for a right tackle to see somebody blitz on the inside. That's why in our podcast on Purple Daily, we talked about the go, go, go. Right? Like you don't, sometimes you keep it more interior and then all of a sudden a go, go, go call sends the tackles out.
Right.
But here, everyone's coming at you. You're just like, hey, I'm going to take that outside rusher coming, and they run this twist. The running back really messes this up pretty royally.
Yeah, the running back, this is an MA, missed assignment on the running back. The running back needs to get his butt across all the way back here and take the number 4 off the slide side.
And just, I'm going to ask a dumb question for the audience because you did say, well, wait a second, 32 has his eyes on 21, but what you're really saying is, and 21 bails out into coverage, right? But what you're really saying is 32 has his eyes on this area, right?
No.
Because
Four
21
strong,
bails
4
out.
weak.
Yeah,
No,
so
'cause
if your guy bails, get your eyes outside.
right? 'Cause
Okay.
You see that guy coming, it's still 4 strong. See, he just becomes number 4, and that's why people don't understand this. Is the minute he drops and that guy comes back in, the new player becomes number 4. It could be anybody. That's why we use X's up there,
Yeah.
right? We don't want to draw numbers. It's just the 4th element to come this side. We can't slide to him because there's only 3 guys, so you have to get there. But the problem is he totally misses the beginning of it. Like if you miss step 1, step 4 looks horrible for everybody. If he
Right.
would have just kept going down the line and checking and being like, oh, these guys aren't going to switch this twist because he thinks he's got him. Okay, I'll take 95 here. You know what I'm saying? Like just save a life. But he's stuck on the left because he MA's the whole thing.
Yeah, but get Zach Wilson's ability to get outside, keep his eyes downfield, and deliver a really nice pass.
And that would have been a first down, bailing out of all this. You know?
Yep.
Oh, give it to me. Look at all those guys in the box. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited. Here we go.
This little back shoulder throw here to Conklin.
Oh, yeah.
No big deal. No big deal.
Go back.
Did you guys play with Conklin?
No.
No, you missed him. Here, let's go.
Here we go.
So, again, they're sliding to the right. So, big on the left.
Which is a smart idea because, look, you got this element out here standing on the line. Good chance he's coming, especially because he's in that nice little motorcycle stance. And what's right behind him?
Safety.
22. Who's man
So you
on
know
the tight
who's
end?
man on the
Silly.
tight end. So you
right?
got to protect 3 for 3 out there.
So you're going to go with a Rocco to 23 just to be safe, but you know it's automatically kicking out way out there. Like the right guard and right tackle are talking to each other. What I love is the right tackle does as much as he can to help the guard here, and then he tries to get out. He's a little turned, but he ends up doing a great job. That's a great pocket right there. Look at that. Where basically every man's on an island. As long as the right guard goes slow, the center won't get beat. As long as the right tackle helps the right guard, he doesn't get beat. You two over here, you're getting paid a lot of money. You got to do it on your own. Lincoln Tomlinson and who's that? Mackay?
Yeah, and you see, go back to what Breece Hall does too, right? So Breece Hall, he jets out of there right away, right? He gets out quick. And so you see the safety actually has to run with him, right? He's like, okay, I'm going to get out of here. So you see the safety as he turns around, he brings that safety and that linebacker up, which is what it allows with the motion also coming across. It clears everyone out. And that deep safety has to play middle of the field, and he throws it away from the deep safety where really only Conklin could catch it.
See that? Within like 10 seconds, you just figured out it's cover 1.
Yep.
Walking up to the ball, you figured out it was cover 1. Why? 22 is manned on the tight end.
It's a big boy throw there, man.
He made some big plays. Again, I hate that he dropped the ball.
So do I.
Well, we're gonna get to that. We have there's 3 more here.
Yeah.
You would put it in.
I mean, I want your thoughts on it. This is
You're terrible.
look at that.
This is a dart. Like this is a confidence. Unless you have so much confidence in your arm that you can fit it in this window, this is probably a pick 6 going the other way. The problem is, and the thing that's going to get him in trouble is watch his eyes from the start of the snap. If you go back to the start of the snap, he stares that dude down. Like he never looks anywhere else. Eyes.
And by the way, the D-back read this. The D-back read this, but was just, I don't even know how it's not an interception.
It should have been an interception again because the D for sure. But I mean, he puts this right outside. I mean, 6 should be house calling that the other way.
Yeah.
Right. With the way.
But if he holds that, if he just stares at the safety for, right?
If he just can get a pre-snap read and you just look to the right real quick, it's going to hold that safety for at least a step.
Yeah.
Right. That's the stuff that he's got to get better at and grow at is looking guys off, knowing, hey, pre-snap, this is where I want to get to is my number one read, but I can't tell the defense that. Right. I got to look over here and bluff that I'm going this way just to hold that safety for a step.
2-point conversion here.
This was a hell of a play. I'll give him that.
This is one of those plays where it kind of, I feel like it endears you to your, it's like a credibility boost to the rest of the guys, right? Just diving in.
I mean, clearly, it's a called draw. By the way, the guards just do a bad job of getting. Yeah, it is. Look at watch the center.
No, it's not.
As soon as the center snaps the ball, watch.
This is not a called draw.
I'm telling you, it is. Watch. He's going after the linebacker right now. Look, he's climbing on him. These guys just don't do a good job with width.
You talking about the center?
60. Yeah, he checks
You think
left.
this is a called draw?
It's a lion. Yeah, watch. He's right here, and now he's climbing. See? Damn right, of course it is. Are you crazy?
I need to see the
guards
routes.
just do a terrible job doing and even Mackay Becton brings him up the field and twists him.
They're blocking. Receivers are blocking there.
Come on,
I'm not
of course
sold.
it's a called draw.
I'm not sold.
The center running downfield doesn't sell you on that. That's why at first I go, why didn't he just follow the center to the left a little bit? But it's a good play design.
It's probably an RPO.
He doesn't even fake anything. Hey, Hackett just wants his quarterback to get a little boost. I agree. Go for it.
5 down.
Wow!
There it is. That's so bad.
Hey, Mackey, here you go. Teach tape from the Vikings. 5-0 left.
Is this the same? It's the same look with the same linebacker coming in here.
5-0 left. Look at Mackay Becton's head.
See how he's looking left?
See the left tackle? He's
See
like,
he's
we are responsible for number 54. It's empty protection.
Yeah.
So this is the same blitz that got Kirk Cousins absolutely murdered.
See, the problem is Mackay doesn't make an even bigger move. When this happens, it is you're throwing the guard in there. You're not even asking. I'm not telling you. I'm putting you there. You slam him down there. Watch. He's watching, and you can tell he's intently watching. Like the whole time, right here. Go. I mean, he kind of taps him on the arm, but he's got to be like, dude, get your ass down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, because he's so late, I promise you that's what Zach Wilson sees. He sees.
So that's what he's thinking about.
I think he sees big number 98 barreling down the pipe here, going, "Oh, buddy, I'm gonna die." Right, like I think like he's looking to his right, and then he looks back and he just loses track of it. But this is classic empty protection. They go 5-0. Declare number 54 belongs to the left side of the line, and they're just late getting back to this.
So Jay, you agree with me? It should have been an L call. 5-0 left.
I think it should have been 5-0 right, but
For the Vikings?
for the Vikings.
But that's after a kill.
We'll have to look at it. We'd have to look at it again.
You can find that breakdown on Purple Daily, or if you're somehow a Jets fan also looking for.
What a terrible way to end the game.
Well, here's another one that would love your thoughts on because Jets fans are furious about this. This is the big, like 30-yard.
This is a hold.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure it is.
Let's run this. We'll run this full speed, and then we'll.
First of all, the right tackle's offsides, but we'll never.
He's just driving around. So this is even offensive linemen. You guys are telling me that.
Wait,
this
we're talking about 74, right?
No, we're talking about 79.
79. Yes, 79.
I mean,
it's hard for me.
I don't really call that a hold. You don't make an effort to get away from it, and
that's my one thing is I think 11 kind of quit
right
on the play.
You quit right there. You don't show any sign of struggle, or you're not
like
showing
if 11 would have pressed this, right? I think that's Jeremiah Johnson. I'm not sure who that is. He's from Florida State. He was a first round pick out of Florida State.
Right
there, right here. Work your hips to get by him. You're going to get a holding call 10 out of 10 times.
For sure.
But he kind of quit. Like
Not
he honestly kind of like right there. If you just keep moving your feet,
yeah,
it's going to be a hold. Like this dude's going to throw it right at your feet, but he stops, and then he actually works back into his leverage, which then allows him. And because to be fair, once he works back inside to him, his hands are inside. Initially, his hands are outside. Right, like initially right here, his hands outside. And so if he would have just kept pushing to that outside, that's a hold all day long. But when you watch it and let it play out, and he actually folds back to the inside, like right there, keep going, just keep fighting. But he kind of quits, and then once he moves back in there, see how he readjusted his hand. Now you see his hand inside and Jeremiah's hands outside.
Look at all that, man. And that was
that's what happens. That's what happens if you don't like. You have to be really disciplined in how you rush Mahomes. You can't allow him to escape through the middle of the pocket.
So a lot of good things from Zach Wilson. A lot of good things to build off of, but you also are 1-3, and it can't just be slow building blocks here. You have to beat the Broncos, but dude, he's making some back shoulder throws. He's throwing lasers in tight windows, and we'll see what he looks like. The Broncos did give up 70 points to a team 2 weeks ago, so you should be able to score.
You should be able to do it again this week, and you should do it. Go out, put up 35 points, and then all of a sudden everyone will be like, okay, now we finally figured out how to play this game. We get it. We know what he likes to do. We can't be max protect all day because eventually that's going to get shut way down. Max protect is fun for like 3rd and 1, right? Like you try to fake a little bit. You have one guy running a route. They don't get it. But when you're out there on 2nd and 10 and they're like, we're on 2-man routes a lot today. Doing a lot of this.
This is bad.
These guys are almost calling it out when we get up to the line.
It's the first play of the game here, guys. And
hey, Sirles, I was telling Mackey about 58-59 protection when you weren't here.
Yeah.
The true R and L. You know, it's a bad day when they're like 58. You're like, we're not playing that bad, are we?
Yeah.
We got full slide this thing today? Oh, shit.
They're like, oh, they don't trust us. They don't trust us anymore.
Hey, tell them about the meetings the next day. If you flip the page, you'll see this is when we had to flip over to 58, 59. You're like, yeah, I guess I didn't realize it was that bad. Shit. Rough day.
Yeah, in for a tough film session there.
No doubt.
So, hey, if you enjoy these film breakdowns, or maybe you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and the like button on the O-Line Committee YouTube channel. We're almost to 10,000 subscribers at the recording of this podcast.
Is that Bud Grant's scarf hanging up behind you?
It's a scarf.
It's a scarf.
All right.
I have yet to confirm if it was worn by Bud Grant at some point, but
I mean,
I'll let you know.
You got a lot of Viking stuff behind you, buddy. You are.
Listen,
it's how he pays the bills.
when Purple Daily is one of the most popular football podcasts in America, you put a Viking scarf behind you, and you leave it there.
What's the pillow say? Vikings fan club.
TCF, which is a former bank in the Twin Cities. TCF Viking Fan Club, 1976.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a breakdown one time of all of our backgrounds.
Stuff in the back,
The
yeah.
backgrounds of our war rooms.
I'm excited for the
besides-
breakdown of Alex's background here. Like, how do
Yeah.
those chess pieces stay up on the sideways board there?
See, Maggie, that's the.
Oh,
important
what?
part. You
This
don't
blow
have-
my mind.
I play chess against myself. It's like a beautiful mind in there, dude.
Leave me alone.
Amazing. This is the O-line committee. That was your film breakdown of Zach Wilson's maybe best game as an